Recording. Hey guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. It's Donovan here.
Gordon, morning to you.
Morning guys.
Welcome.
So in this video we're going to talk about the New Zealand-Argentina game that we watched yesterday. What were your overall impressions of the game, Gordon?
I was a bit surprised at Argentina and the strength they play at.
Yeah.
And I think in about a year or so's time, I think they're going to be the biggest contenders, and I think New Zealand better watch itself.
No, look, I did a few, because obviously the game score was 46-24. We might look onto the right hand side here. It might be left on your side, but because we've got the scores here on the board. But the score was 46 to New Zealand, 24 to Argentina. I think it's only 19 points, or 21 points or something, 22 points. I think the score, even though it was 22 points, I don't think that was a big reflection of how good the game was up until about the 60th, 70th minute.
I stand corrected, but wasn't that the game where the first 3 minutes and 9 seconds had scored a try and a conversion? Or am I getting confused with
No, I think it might be. If somebody was scored against anybody, it would have been the South Africans that were scored against. So it would have been the next game.
Yeah. Okay.
So I enjoyed the game. I really did. I thought Argentina's backline is just phenomenal. Buffelli and I think it's let me just. Sorry, I've got the guys' names here. Nicolas Sanchez, I think they had. Nicolas Sanchez is the flower for the Argentinians.
Wouldn't argue with that.
He is. I'm going to say this, and people may freak out a little bit, but as a traditional number 10, I think he's the best traditional 10 in the competition this year. I'm not saying Bowden Barrett could probably play prop and he'd still be a good player. So all I'm saying is a traditional 10, I'd say Nicolas Sanchez is probably the best number 10 in the competition this year.
My thoughts on Argentina, I remember as a young lad, I was about 18, they used to come here and they weren't really effective, and I think South Africa actually showed them really how to play rugby. But nowadays there's a lot of strength in their team. I don't know if you've noticed, they got some strong boys.
That they're improving. They're just improving week on week. And I'm going to say this as a prediction at the start of this competition. And if you guys have watched my channel, you know that I'm a big box supporter. But I just have a feeling that the Argentinians are going to come second this year. I think they are that good. I just have a feeling that I don't know. I just have this feeling that they're actually gonna beat Australia next week. And I'm not saying anything bad about Australia. I'm just saying how good the Argentinians are at this point in their game.
Yeah. It would be nice to actually see the underdogs beat a top team, just for spirit, for themselves.
I think for the future strength of Sanzar, we need all 4 teams to be top performing teams. And I just think the Argentinians they've got the right coach. They just seem to be going in the right direction. Everything seems to be falling in place with them. I think if they can sort out their scrum, where they get fewer penalties set against them, I think on go forward ball, I think that backline for the Argentinians is just absolutely devastating.
Yeah. I noted yesterday, and I've noted in other games that they've played, they don't argue, they don't want to fight or anything, they just play the game.
It's improved. It's improved so much.
That's really sporting of them.
Who would have thought, like a year ago, that Lavanini would actually be an exceptional rugby player, not an enforcer who gets a red card every game. So I just think, and I'm not taking anything away from New Zealand. They're phenomenal. They're on another level. They play. I think they did 7 changes and they still won by 22 points. So all I'm saying is, from an Argentinian point of view, I think they're on the right track. I think they really are well placed to do really well in next year's Rugby World Cup. But let's talk about New Zealand for a bit. What do you think of Richie Mo'unga playing at 10?
I don't know. I didn't really watch all that much, Don. I'm not a rugby expert like yourself. So
like I'm an expert. Gordon and I sit there watching the games, but we end up talking about something else every single time. So, but I thought he had a good game as a debut game. I'm sorry, my dog is standing over here.
Our Labrador wants to actually have a word as well. It's also a New Zealand supporter.
But I thought Richie Mo'unga had an okay game. I think for a first game at international level, I think he played really well, and some of the kicks didn't go out, went out on not on the full, but obviously didn't make touch, and there were a few errors. But you expect that at international level if it's your debut. You expect your debut players to have a few errors. And traditionally, what would happen is you would slot in a new number 10, and they'd have a strong number 9, which TJ Perenara is a strong number 9. But Lamape, I don't think he's the strongest 12 that New Zealand could put into place. And obviously he got injured quite early. So Ryan Crotty's injured, Sonny Bill Williams is injured, now Lamape's injured. So I don't know who's going to step in at number 12. I like Anton Leonard-Brown, but
are we talking
New Zealand?
New Zealand,
yes. Right. I like Anton Leonard-Brown, but I think he always plays much better off the bench. He's just one of those kind of backs that is just so good. But I've got a feeling he's going to have to start next week.
Wow. But Perenara,
yeah, TJ Perenara,
is a brilliant player.
Oh, he's
fast, fit, strong.
I just think he actually played. He played the best game of rugby I've seen him play this year, and that was. And you need your number 9 to step up. And geez, New Zealand are so lucky. They've got two world-class number 2s, and they've got a new one coming into place.
Who's the new one? Do you know the new one?
Yeah, I've got his name here, but I always butcher the name. Let me go here. It is Tutoria Turangi.
The local.
Yeah, so I think he also had an exceptional game. He reminds me more of Aaron Smith than TJ Perenara, so I think he brings something different. But I'd say my favourite player of the day was probably Frizzell, the number 7, I think. No, not Shannon Frizzell. He was playing in front of his home crowd. Exceptional number 6. I think he had a blinder of a game. I think New Zealand are pretty blessed at 6, 7 and 8. Or maybe not 8, but 6 and 7. But they really have some really good loose forwards. Yeah, what else did you pick out from the game? Gordon?
Well done. You know, I'm not a critic on rugby. I enjoyed the game. It was a tough game. It was not a stop-start game.
No.
It was fluid. There was motion in the game. So that was actually quite interesting or pleasurable to watch rather than a stop-start game. And a stop-start game is very boring. They used to play like that in the old days. There were more stops than starts.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the game because it was fluid and there was motion in it.
Look, I think the New Zealand forward stepped up big time. What's his big Carl Tunukufi? I had pronounced it correctly before, and now I'm pronouncing it wrong. You know the bug with the big schnorr.
Yeah. He's number 1, eh?
Yeah, yes, number 1.
Number 1, yeah.
Hey, he's got some serious power behind him.
Yes, he is, yeah. And he's got a nice moustache, eh?
Yes, that's a real walrus kind of thing, and that's a huge big thing. That's like a real man. Look at me, you know. I'm a bit. I'm not Carl.
Look at mine.
So we're no Carl, so we like him. I think from an injury front point of view, I think losing Brodie Retallick, I'm not sure if he's going to be fit for the next game. But
looks like he had sprained his wrist or something.
Hey, but he's a tough. He
is a big boy too.
He's tough. You could see in the 10th minute he should have been taken off. I think he should have been taken off straight away. I think he did more harm. Sam Whitelock is an exceptional replacement, and they should have taken Brodie Retallick off the second that they saw something was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, he's the kind of player you have to protect him for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in my books, I think Brodie Retallick should be up for Player of the Year. I think he's an exceptional rugby player. Probably probably the best forward, bar none, in the world at the moment. You know, and from my books, I'd probably say probably the best rugby player at the moment. Yeah, Bone Barrett does all the special things and scores 4 tries and 30 points in one game, but Brodie Retallick just does the hard work week on week. But yeah, that was our take on New Zealand Argentina. New Zealand deserved that victory.
Yeah, and I would say so. Look, I'm sorry that I haven't got too much to what's the word I'm looking for? Contribute. I'm still a bit ill, and I should know where I'm going next Thursday, and hopefully things will improve, and I'll have a little bit more memory.
No, I'm sure
my memory is what is holding me back. I've got brain cancer, so hopefully when that's all cured, my memory will be fine. I can't even remember who the South African team is.
But it's okay. You know, you remember the board strokes.
Oh, I remember the highlights, you know, the tries and things like that. But
you know,
names and things like that just go away by me.
It's just memory. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we all forget eventually. So, but yeah, special mention. Gordon's going for his scan next week, so it'd be nice. Just send some good wishes to him because you know he's a great guy. And
thank you very much. He's just saying that because he's my son-in-law.
I still want my wife to like me.
Yeah, I've got the edge over him. He's got does anything to me. I just tell Joanne Donovan did this, go and sort him out. Joanne goes and hides in the toilets.
There also the reason why we're wearing these caps is A, we don't have any New Zealand caps, and B, the Bulls won this weekend and the Lions won this weekend, so we obviously are giving some support to our local teams. But listen, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed the game this weekend. It was the better of the two games. I think it was the two best teams in the competition currently that are playing. And coming from a South African, he's a big Boks supporter. That's a big thing for me to say. But listen, guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and stay tuned for our next video, which is going to be a little bit more critical of the play. But I hope you guys have a great day. Chat soon. Cheers. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Cheers. Sorry, guys. I'm back again for the New Zealand Argentinian game. I actually wrote on the board that in the last 2 games, Australia, who've got an exceptionally good attacking backline, only scored 25 points against New Zealand, and Argentina in 1 game scored 24. So it just goes to show that the Argentinians have got really good attacking backs, and they are creating the spaces to be able to score. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say before I forgot it went out of my memory. Listen, guys, chat soon. Bye.
Cheers.